So I was chilling, living my life. And then a memory just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I wanted to share with you. So there was this time where I was much younger, not much younger, but like 4 years ago. I started, was it 4 years? This was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, actually. And I was brand new in the business. And at that time, when they see that you're young and then that you're black, people treat you a little bit different at first until they get to know you. Things that happen. But this time, by the way, I speak Spanish, French, Italian, and English. And my Spanish is, it's okay. It's like ta sometimes. But, when this specific thing happened, I wasn't saying totone, I was saying tostones. My Spanish was so crisp, you could bite into it. Anyways, I was dealing with my client. She was a buyer, and her bank, the loan officer, was really into her finding like a house. She was very emotionally involved, and usually that's fine, but it got, once we were under contract in the house, it got a little complicated. One, because the bank has underwriters, and these underwriters decided to deny the loan because my client lived a little too far from her job. In my area, that doesn't matter because we're so close to New York. People drive back and forth to New York. People drive back and forth from Philly to Philly, whatever is the culture here. So I decided, but keep this in mind. This loan officer didn't tell me that the loan was denied. For almost 2 weeks, she kept lying to me that the appraiser was taking too long. But instead, those 2 weeks, she was using it, trying to convince the underwriter that it wasn't a big deal. However, when push came to shove and she knew that she could do nothing to push the loan, she basically called me acting like I already knew what was happening, which kind of pissed me off. And then I started seeing red there. Keep in mind, before then, she kept treating me saying like, I could be your mom, I could be your mom. I was like, whatever, I just want to close, make my client happy. Whatever she says, I don't give a I don't care. Anyway, we got to this conversation, and I got really mad at her because she had been lying to me for the last 2 weeks about the appraiser taking his time doing the inspection, when in truth the loan was denied. So I did my due diligence, and I told her I'm just gonna get a local bank because the local bank is going to understand that there is the culture of driving back and forth from these other big cities to the smaller city. She got super annoyed with me and said, oh no, I really want her to go with this person. She's my friend. I'm like, no more gaslighting. You're not going to tell me, no more lying, no more telling me things, making me think that you did something when you didn't. No more of that. So she got really angry. I was like, whatever. And I was very professional about this, whatever. Again, my Spanish was crisp. You can bite into it that day. So I called my local bank and I told them, hey, this is the situation. This is an FHA loan. We're under contract. We want to get it done. What happened is, this loan officer called my client, told her, don't you ever call me again, blah, blah, blah. She was super mean to my client. When she said that, I saw red. And she did. In an FHA loan, you have to transfer it from one bank to the other. It's not like you can start a new loan like you do with conventional. She was refusing to transfer it. I was like, you know what? I knew somebody that had closed with her bank. So I called this person. I told them, can you give me the phone number of your loan officer? I need to find this person's manager because I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it. So, I had to wait till her tell me we can work together, blah, blah, blah. I had to connect with her. Then she told me how to find the manager's information. By the end of the call, I already found the manager and the manager's information. And I was like, okay, you're going to talk to my client like crazy. You're not going to transfer anything, and you're going to be rude and disrespectful. What I did was this. I emailed first with her direct manager. I CC'd her, and I CC'd the new bank. And I told them, this person is refusing to cooperate with us to make sure that the loan can be transferred. The FHA number could be transferred. The loan was already denied on your bank. Please transfer it. And then, you know, her thing said, you know, it takes a few days. I was like, a few days? In my head, I was like, if this guy, by the end of the day, doesn't have the loan transferred, I'm going to email his managers, and I'm going to go all the way to the top so I get to the CEO of that bank. So, in 10 minutes, that was transferred, right? And then we were able to make things work with the new loan. And I just wanted to, every time I remember that situation, it reminds me that not everybody is good in this industry. And sometimes, even if you're good, you get so emotionally involved that you actually are hurting your client. If I can't make something work, but I know somebody else that can, I am 100% going to send my client to that person that can. So I just wanted to share this because every time I remember, I could be just eating ice cream and that memory hits me and I get mad as heck. Anyways, all my clients know that they're safe with me.